big no-no, of course, to do that maneuver, deemed very unsafe. But still, one of those moments we will probably remember forever in racing history.
Yeah, I mean, it was one and done either way. Even if people tried it again, I don't know if they could have pulled it off. That, to me, was the coolest thing I've seen in a long time, maybe ever in a race. But we did all try it on PlayStation and Xbox and made it work. So I'm sure all these young kids, William Byron grew up on iRacing, so I'm sure he was going to try it at some point if they'd let him.
I love the hell, Melon. Let it come back. I mean, come on. It's
We're one day in, Regan. Come on.
Well, that's a good point. In all reality, though, it's not something that we need to see happen in every different race. I don't think it could have happened at every racetrack, but for that moment, for that maneuver and that move,
right?
Ross hit the nail on the head right there. He says they hate talking about it. They're mad about it because they didn't do it. I think more importantly, they're all mad they didn't. Kyle Busch even said he's kicking himself because he didn't do it.
Well, I just wonder how confused you were on pit road, because I was confused at home with a TV view of what was happening, and I still couldn't believe it.
I was at home watching that as well, and I remember sitting there, right, and watching the TV, and you see the orange streak go in the background, and you're like, was that Ross's car? What happened? The first thought was he blew a tire, and holy cow, he's got a big problem right there. And then you realize what he did, and very, very cool.
Very cool moment. Here it is, of course, once again, Trackhouse Racing just creating one of the coolest moments in racing history. So Trackhouse, I think, exceeded a lot of expectations last season. So where is the bar now going into a new year?
Well, as always,